TRX, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for buy since the price was within this move, and this is what we get because we have been looking for the three levels. At the first one 0.09, as we can see, there was a breakout following by 0.092 and following by 0.0945. As we can see, the price broke the three levels what we have been looking for. Now we want to see what's the next. All right, because even if you refer to our analysis, since the price was here exactly within this correction, we mentioned still we can look for continuation, but we only trade is a short term because the way it's moving see is very corrective. And one thing we need to highlight that even the price broke 0.0945, but if we put this stop in relative to the previous one, if we refer to indicators, we have a divergence, and both of the indicators showing us a 1 hour divergence. That's why we need to be quite careful. All right, because still we can look for continuation. If there is a continuation similar to what we had here, mostly it followed by the deeper correction. All right, whenever we have this kind of the continuation, mostly it can follow by either any sharp move, either up or down move, but mostly we can expect the price to give us a drop rejection. All right, that's why when we have this kind of the correction, if that's the reasons I'm highlighting about this, if there is a continuation as a corrective move, it doesn't give us a really good opportunity to look for buy, because any trade mostly for buy will be short term, similar to what we get here with the previous breakout of the previous stop. We can see the price drop, give us a correction. All right, now what's the next? Okay, in this case we move to higher time frame. The first things I need to highlight here, for those traders, they get the trade within this move, at least move their stop loss to break even or somewhere below this correction, which is somewhere around 0.092. They need to book some profit. All right, and I don't think so we need this line anymore. And in this case, we move with the to higher time frame. We have nothing to discuss based on daily chart. The only thing is we need to see the breakout of this correction. It's better for me to move to forward chart. And if we move to forward chart, again, if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned we have been looking for the reversal. The only thing is we need to see the breakout of the previous stop. If not, still we can expect this one turn to a correction relative to this for one more drop. All right, this is what we need to be quite careful. If I zoom out, all right, we have nothing else to look. The only thing is we need to see the confirmation for the breakout of this correction. That's why we need at this point, if he wants to look for continuation, if he wants to look for buy, we need to see the breakout of this one, which is the first one is 0.097 following by 0.101. Why? Because if the price cannot break, simply we can look at this one as a flat in relative to this for one more drop. And I don't mean the price is going to, I don't want to say the price is going to give us one more drop to retest the previous low. But what I want to say is that we need to be quite careful about this possibility, since most of the chart, they have this possibility, right, as a second option. That's why, and what we can see here, this is the reason, the continuation as a corrective, it doesn't give us a really good confirmation to see the breakout of this correction, and even doesn't give us a really good trade setup to look for. That's why we prefer either we see the continuation as the short move following by flag, or it turns to a deeper correction, because it can give us better opportunity to look for the next trade. Anyway, we need to see the breakout of this zone, and we need to see the breakout of 0.1 at least to look for continuation. And in this case, if we want to look for buy from now, if there is a continuation as a corrective, any trade we consider as a short term, as long as we get into the profit, we start to move our stop loss to break even. I think we should know how to manage it. All right, and any trade within this one, again, similar explanation, we consider as a short term. We need to see the breakout unless we see the really sharp move following by flag for the next move. And what I prefer this one, give me a deeper correction similar to what I draw here, because when we see this kind of the correction, it can give us better opportunity to look for buy. That's mean if he wants to look for the trade setup. All right, because right now if he wants to look for trade setup, mostly the only way is to put our entry above the top, unless this one turns to deeper correction following by reversal as a flag. Anyway, for those traders, they get the trade within this move. If they want to keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to somewhere below this. They book the profit. And right now, if we don't have any trade setup to look for, and I won't suggest to have entry above this because it's very risky. What I prefer, if this give me one more drop, then I look for the reversal based on 15 minutes, because at that times even we can look at this one as a flat, or even expanding flat. All right. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any proper trade setup, I will give an update. But at this point, the only way is to put our entry above the stop. It depends on the traders whether they want to trade, take the risk to trade by having entry above the top or not. Again, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.